have killers and plenty of other things coming over.
You ain't get put on, you ain't from the hood. You ain't never got put on,
We
you ain't
take
from
them
the
because
hood. Niggas always claim to say blood ain't from the hood.
other countries.
You ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood. Oh, I live in the hood, ass nigga. Never got put on, always claiming the hood though. Oh, you fucking with the homegirl, but don't come to the hood with none of your damn homeboys. They don't get a pass. Had the little homies press they ass for your tattoos. Had your mama waking up to some bad news. The plug saying groove, I'm a dime. I was long in the race, skinny nigga with the braid. Took a 2-man fade, I'm really from the hood. I took a fucking break to get my money right, but I was banging on the plane in the meeting with Jermaine. They like, poet, oh you bang? They forgot where I came from. I was gang banging when it wasn't fun. Homie doing life right now, cause we don't play the fun. You ain't from the hood. Nah, you ain't get put on, you ain't from the hood. So you ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood. Niggas always claim to say blood ain't from the hood. Hell nah. You ain't never got put on,
You ain't from the hood.
And that goes for these hoes too. Start fucking on niggas and throwing these niggas hood up. Ha, little thot. Heard you gave a homie head in the trap spot. Got a throwaway in the stash spot. Boy, you not real, like a Sasquatch. Boy, I'm so high, I'm seeing astronauts. Boy, I ball hard, I need a mascot. Oh, and Swahili, I'm a damu. My little cousin making paru. My nigga Uzi, he from Fire Deuce. Pad blows, I be hanging with some real whoops. Gang signs out the window when we drive coupes. Making money with some crips like it's 92. Banging on tracks, banging on tracks. Back in my days, it was banging on. You ain't from the hood. Nah, you ain't get put on, you ain't from the hood. So, you ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood. Niggas always claim to say blood ain't from the hood. Hell nah. You ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood.
Fuck Chris Brown, nigga. Pull up in the hood right now, nigga. Catch your fade, nigga. Fuck, nigga. Frogs.
You ain't from the hood.
And those people, and if you live in Arizona, if you live in Phoenix, Arizona, if you on here and you live in Phoenix, Arizona, or anywhere by Arizona, right, you should come to my show. Phoenix, Arizona on the 22nd. The tickets are only $10. $10. I'm coming out there, Phoenix Center of Arts, 1202 North 3rd Street, Phoenix, Arizona. Whoever watched this show and you live in Phoenix, look, if I find out you live in Phoenix and you don't come to my show, if I find out you live anywhere near Phoenix, Scottsdale, anywhere near Phoenix, and you don't come to my show, I'm sending my grandmother directly to your house. Directly. I got your email address. I got your phone number. I got everything I need. You know what I'm saying? I got where you work at. If you don't come to my show on the 22nd, I'm sending my grandmother straight to your house. And I ain't playing. Huh? But let's get into this, right? Let's get into this. I have, lately, you know, we've been on the immigration stuff, you know, send Mexicans back to Mexico. No, keep Mexicans over here. No, send them back to Mexico. Build a wall. Don't build a wall. We're going to get immigration laws. No, don't get immigration laws. They're going to die. No, they're not going to die. They're going to live. But anyway, I decided to find some of Donald Trump's most racist. I had to make it racist to make it funny, right? I had to align the comments up, you know what I'm saying, to make it seem racist. But and when I was a liberal, I thought it was racist, but now I'm a conservative. This shit is hilarious. It is hilarious because I know he wasn't meaning no racial shit. But when I was brainwashed, when I was on the plantation, when I was enslaved, I thought it was racism. But now I'm a conservative and there's a freedom of speech and I understand what he was talking about. It's funny. Now let's get into it. First, let's get into the hater, this Trump hater, right? And we got a black Mexican, right? I don't know if you're an immigrant or not, you know what I'm saying? But you got a black Mexican taking up for Trump, and you have a Mexican putting down Trump. Let's roll it before we get into the rape. I hope YouTube don't try to block me for how many times Donald Trump say rape. YouTube, if you're listening, it's not me. Parents, parental disclosure and all that. You know what I'm saying? Parental guidance is advised, and the other one, disclaimer: the views and the comments on this video does not reflect the views and the comments of me. This is Donald Trump racist ass. This is not me. This is Donald Trump racist ass. YouTube, pick it up. Pick it up and put it down.
Of all the people, you do realize how controversial, how bombastic, how irresponsible Donald Trump has, how offensive he's been.
Okay, the comments from the president are just the latest in a long list of racially incendiary remarks from Donald Trump. Here are just a few of his insensitive comments, many coming after he started his campaign for the nation's highest office. Back when he announced his candidacy, the day he announced his candidacy in 2015, he made inflammatory remarks about Mexican immigrants.
Wow. He didn't make no immigrant racist remarks. He was speaking the truth, damn it. But back then, I thought it was racism. And so did he right here. But the black man right here, the brother right here, he said, hell no, it's no racism. It's no racism. He's speaking the truth. He's speaking in Mexican, but he black.
To our community, he's called Mexicans rapists. You know that's not true.
They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people.
Assume. You gotta assume. You don't know really, but you gotta assume they're good people.
He's called...
You call some of those that come, right?
No, he made a generalization.
No, he said,
don't tell me you're going to defend him.
No, I'm not going to defend him. I want to give him the opportunity to explain himself, and also I'm going to allow him to use the right of freedom of expression that gives the First Amendment of the Constitution of the United States to us.
Mexico, but every time I talk about it, they accuse me of being a racist.
Every time we talk about Mexico, they accuse him of being a racist. Oh, I finna make a border deal with Mexico. Oh, he racist. I finna make a trade deal with Mexico. Oh, he racist. I finna talk to the Mexican president. Oh, he racist.
For the record, I'm not Mexican. I'm not an immigrant. Given the rhetoric of one of the leading Republican candidates for president, it's important to point that out at the start.
Because I'm also have been blasted and outcast because people had to prevent me from my freedom of speech.
Before I'm accused of being a criminal, a drug dealer, or a rapist.
So we have a freedom of speech. Sometimes you don't like what I have to say. Sometimes I don't like what you have to say.
But we talk
Some people don't like what Donald Trump say, but he got the freedom of speech, damn it.
to each other.
Yeah, but you have to respect my right to say it.
Of course.
And that's what we're saying. Now, he says, come to the front, come to explain us.
To be fair, Donald Trump didn't say that all Latinos or all Mexicans are rapists, just that the vast majority of Mexican immigrants are rapists.
Donald Trump says, that's what you people
I
say.
can't believe you're defending Donald Trump.
No, I'm not defending Donald Trump. I want the people to see how unbalanced, how unfair, how selective we are.
Ah! You got a black Mexican. I mean, he get the greatest of both worlds. He black and he Mexican. He like, I'm trying to make it even. I'm trying to make it fair. I'm trying to show you how unbalanced it is, right? I get persecuted for freedom of speech. Donald Trump get persecuted for freedom of speech, but y'all don't persecute some other people for freedom of speech, huh? Why is that? Huh? This is a black Mexican speaking out for Donald Trump. Give it up.
That's what I'm trying people to see. Now, if Donald Trump says, if I get elected, I'm going to deport or do away with the illegal immigrant, right?
You have illegal immigrants coming in. If they commit crime, they're not supposed to be here.
Barack Obama,
The Rock
company
Obama.
said, if I get elected, I will help you, old guy, and I will take care of the problem. Barack Obama gets elected, and he is the president that has deported
more people.
in
He's
the
following
history.
the law.
Well, I said drug.
Well, when Donald Trump followed the law, it's racist. Donald Trump followed it, it's racist. Barack Obama was the deporter in chief, and it wasn't racist. He campaigned on the same thing Donald Trump campaigned on about the border, but it wasn't racist. And he done it, and it wasn't racist. Donald Trump do it, racist. And this was before he was even elected president. They were trying to build up the racist shit. Oh, he racist. No, he not.
Drug dealers. I said killers, and I said rapists.
No, okay.
But Bush was the
You know, it's one thing. Okay.
No. See how selective we are.
All right.
See how selective they are? Huh? He gave it up. See how selective they are when it comes to Donald Trump? Everybody else can do it. Everybody else say, we got to fight for the right. We got to fight for democracy. We got to march. We got to protest. Everybody else can say that. But when Donald Trump said, oh, it's a riot. It's racism. It's call to duty and all kind of shit. Blowing the whistle. Blowing the bullhorn. But everybody else can do it. They're doing it in Roe v. Wade. Oh, they're just mad. They're just angry. They're mad at the Supreme Court. They're emotional right now. They acting out. It's good. But let Republicans do it.
And of course, he was talking about Haiti. According to the New York Times, he complained that the 15,000 Haitian immigrants who received visas in 2017 all have AIDS.
Well, he probably know because Haiti is the second to last in the worst cases of HIV. The second to last. The first is, I think, Zimbabwe as a country in Africa. Haiti is second to last on the list for HIV. Second to last. And we just let 20,000, 30,000 of them motherfuckers in, huh? No medical checkup, no medical history, none of that. Let them in. And they the number, you might as well say they number 2 if you go backwards.
In that very same meeting, the Times reports, he said that once the 40,000 Nigerian immigrants given visas arrived in the U.S., they would never go back to their huts. The White House denies this report.
I don't know why they denied it. That was funny as shit. They won't go back to their huts, you know what I'm saying, with the bones in their nose and shit. I don't know. Donald Trump, that was one of your top jokes of all time. I don't know why you denied that one.
Senator John McCain.
Look at John McCain. Look. Before the election, you know who was on him? John McCain. Donald Trump talks about John McCain. His daughter's still mad. No, that's Liz Cheney. My bad. Ron McCain. But McCain's daughter's still mad too.
Who Trump once said was not a war hero because he was captured, issued a lengthy statement denouncing the GOP candidate, writing, "I cannot emphasize enough how deeply I disagree with Mr. Trump's statement. I hope Americans understand that the remarks do not represent the views of the Republican Party, its officers, or candidates."
Wasn't he sound like a Democrat back then? Wasn't Republicans sounding like Democrats back then? It do not reflect the Republican Party. They do not reflect American. They do not reflect the president's office. Don't he sound like a Democrat?
During the presidential election, Donald Trump referred to a Gold Star mother, saying, "Look at his wife. She was standing there, just standing there. She had nothing to say. Maybe she wasn't allowed to have anything to say," implying that she was being silenced because of the family's Muslim faith.
You have sacrificed nothing and no one.
Trump responding by suggesting Kazala Khan's Muslim faith might have been the reason she did not speak at the convention.
Her husband told her to shut the fuck up while I'm talking. When I get on the stage, you shut the fuck up and you wear this dashiki and you don't say nothing, right? So they said this was racist too. Oh, Donald Trump is racist against Muslims. He called out the Muslim people and said she was silent because the man made her, and it's in her tradition. He was racist. It was funny as fuck.
But I saw him. He was, very emotional and probably looked like a nice guy to me. His wife, if you look at his wife, she was standing there. She had nothing to say. Maybe she wasn't allowed to have anything to say.
She wasn't allowed to have anything to say, right? Now hit him with the joke. Now, if you wanted to that wasn't racist. If you wanted to point out something racist, you could have pointed this shit out right here. This shit could have been racist, but it was funny to me. I probably use this shit in a joke.
We're not going to have our own freedom. They don't want freedom. It's like I saw somebody, I won't even say because it's embarrassing. We want it where the women over there don't have to wear the you-know-what. And then I said, oh, well, that makes sense. That's nice. Then I saw women interviewed. They said, we want to wear them. We've worn them for 1,000 years. Why would anybody tell us not to? They want to. What the hell are we getting involved for?
It's like they want to do it. What the hell is we getting involved for? Leave them people alone. Stop fighting and tell them we want to fight for y'all freedom to not wear this and not wear that. The women want to do it. The hell we getting into it for?
In fact, it's easier. You don't have to put up makeup. Look how beautiful everyone looks. Wouldn't it be easier? Wow. Right? Wouldn't that be easy? I'll tell you, if I was a woman, I don't want to. Wow. I'm ready, darling. Let's go.
RJ, man, I think the twerk video, her brains is in her ass, right? You know what I'm saying? That's to get, you can tell some people ain't got all, even though they smart, you can tell the Senator Tyra Mack or whatever her name is, she ain't got it all. That bitch is almost insane. You can tell in her eye, vote for Tyra Mack. You twerking upside down. See, what happens is, right, you can go to college and get all kind of liberal educations and shit like that and come out and be a liberal professor and something like that. Don't mean you ain't crazy as shit. Look at the lady, look at these motherfuckers' eyes. Look at the lady yesterday was talking about about the men having baby in a transition. You're about to get transsexuals killed when she was talking to Josh High. Look at her eyes. Oh, so you're saying transsexual genders don't matter? Look at Tyra Mack eyes. Tammy Mack, whatever that bitch name is. Look at their eyes. Them bitches is not all there. They're not all there, RJ, man. That's my thoughts.
True.
Candidate Trump also went after a U.S. district judge who presided over fraud allegations against Trump University, citing the judge's Mexican heritage.
We're building a wall. He's a Mexican. We're building a wall.
He's building a wall. He's a Mexican. We're building a wall, and he's Mexican. That was funny. It wasn't racist. It was funny.
Between here and Mexico. The answer is he is giving us very unfair rulings.
All right, at a White House ceremony very recently honoring Navajo code talkers, the president used a nickname for Senator Elizabeth Warren. Senator Elizabeth Warren, that many people may have found offensive.
Think of it. She of the great tribal heritage. What tribe is it? Let me think about that one. You were here long before any of us were here.
Look. You see how Donald Trump talking to him? Like, you was long before any of us was here, right? Some people calling that shit racist, but that shit is funny. Like he making fun of Elizabeth Warren. You know, the liberal like, oh, that is so racist. But I know he just making fun of her, right? Oh, so, you know, we were here for a long time. And it's funny. It's jokes.
Meantime, she's based her life on being a minority. Pocahontas. They always want me to apologize for saying it. And I hereby, oh no, I want to apologize. I'll use tonight. Pocahontas, I apologize to you. I apologize. Although we have a representative in Congress who they say was here a long time ago. They call her Pocahontas. To you, I apologize. To the fake Pocahontas, I won't apologize.
That's hilarious.
That's her only evidence, that her mother said she had high cheekbones.
All right, early last year, he asked journalist, White House correspondent April Ryan if she could help him set up a meeting with the Congressional Black Caucus.
Are you going to include the Congressional Black Caucus and the Congressional
Well, I would. I tell you what, do you want to set up the meeting? Do you want to set up the meeting?
No.
Are they friends of yours?
Are they friends of yours? Are them your people? Can you set up the meeting? They were like, oh, that's racist. He talking about just because she's black, right? They supposed to know each other. Yes, they in the Black Caucus. She black. She speaking up for him. She evidently got to know him. That's not racist. You know him. Set up the meeting. I don't know him. They're the Black Caucus. I'm the White Caucus.
Oh, set up the meeting.
I know some.
And during a presidential debate, he generalized the lives of minority communities.
African Americans, Hispanics are living in hell because it's so dangerous. You walk down the street, you get shot.
He ain't lying. Walk down Chicago, you get shot. Walk down New York, you get shot. Walk in LA, Oakland, Detroit, you know what I'm saying, Louisiana, New Orleans, you get shot. Miami, right? Atlanta, kids getting shot, right? The dude off of Fox 11 News, you know what I'm saying, his brother just died, got shot. So what is Donald Trump talking about? The truth? Oh, it's racism. The truth is racist? Never.
Ellie, just one more time, how stunning it was that when an African-American female reporter asked the president about the Congressional Black Caucus, he looked at her.
Do you know them? Can you
and
set
said,
up the meeting?
do you know them? Assuming because they're all black, why don't you set that meeting up?
Right. No, bitch, you assuming that he said that because he was black. Your ass is just his assumptions. If his ass was, you didn't know that for sure. Your ass assuming too. So that makes you just as bad as him.
That takes your breath away.
And so many of these things do, which is why if there are some people who are still surprised at this, and there are many media outlets, particularly conservative media outlets today, saying, hey, this is no big deal. This is how people talk.
House of speech, they send us rapists. They send us drug dealers.
Do you regret saying that specifically about rapists, or do you stand by it?
He's not backing down.
No, not at all. Of course, it's not only Mexico. If you let that run a little bit longer, it talks about people coming from all over. They're coming from all over.
I was really criticized for the border, but the truth is, it's true. I tell you, I love the folks from South America. They're friends of mine. Many work for me. Many are friends. Many buy apartments from me.
Clearly, if anyone has firsthand knowledge of Mexican immigrants working in the United States, it should be the owner of a hotel, casino, office building, or a clothing line.
You're damn right, Donald Trump. Huh? He hired immigrants, so what? Everybody did. All the rich people did. He not the only one that was getting cheap labor. Right? Joe Biden did too. All the Democrats, that's why y'all want him over here. Y'all want this shit. Donald Trump said, look, I don't care. I will pay the extra if it's going to be American, right? But shit, I'm doing the system just like everybody else doing the system. Winning.
I have a great relationship with Mexico and with Mexicans. I have an absolutely great relationship.
I have great love for the Mexican people, and I always have, and they like me.
But we're not just talking about Mexico. Now, Mexico is very smart. You know, Mexico makes it impossible. It's one of the hardest nations in the world to become a citizen of, okay?
You have 20 million, 30 million, nobody knows what it is. It used to be 11 million. Now today I hear it's 11, but I don't think it's 11.
I'm building this up, right? So because we finna get to the part, right? Because I'm finna break down all the things that went wrong with the 10-year-old and how they use this for political political talking points and shit like that to try to prove a point, right? I'm finna break that shit down in a minute, but we got to build it up, right? This is all the stuff Donald Trump was telling you, right, about immigrants and people coming in the country we don't know about, right? That's why he wanted to keep the borders safe, right? That's why he wanted to keep the border secure. It's all kind of shit Donald Trump has been saying has been coming into light, has been coming true. The shit about the Second Amendment has been coming true. The shit about freedom of speech, right? The abortion shit, the Supreme Court. I mean, everything Donald Trump has been talking about, and a couple of other things I can't say on here about, you know what I'm saying, about the date and stuff like that, has been coming to truth, right? And you look back on it, right? And it's like a fortune teller, like, I told you so, right? And now we're in the predicament that we in right now. Everybody like, damn. They feeling stupid right now, like, damn. All this over the Wuhan. I mean, he was doing good. The economy was good. Remember, Mr. Joe Biden didn't have a chance. All the polls showed Trump up by this many, by a million. Then the Wuhan hit. For a whole year, he was fighting the Wuhan and impeachment. At the same time, trying to run an election. Huh? Think about all the shit he was going through at once by being president, still making deals, hitting people up and shit. He was going through all that bullshit, talking to the private sectors, still making trade deals, keeping the country safe. When Donald Trump, look, who that? Good looking out, Kenneth Cool. Good looking out the donation, Kenneth Cool, right? But look, when Donald Trump left the office, the whole fucking world crumbled. Not just the United States, Russia, China, right? When Donald Trump was in office, China was still doing good. China was still doing good. The supply chain and everything was still doing good. Russia was doing good. All these other countries was doing good. Nobody was at war. Everybody was at peace. No, look. The country, look. The world was not at war. Donald Trump was stopping wars in the fucking Middle East. Huh? The world was straight.
You have illegals that are just pouring across the borders.
But people run through Mexico. They go through our border like nothing. They end up, we don't know who these people are.
Thus, it's a lottery system. Pick them out.
But finish on that, it's common sense. They don't want these people, so they send them to the United States.
They think it's like Mother Teresa's coming across the border.
They think it's like Mother Teresa's coming across the border. No, it's not. If they're willing to come over here legally, right? If they're willing to risk their kids' life, right? They're willing to risk their whole family life, because it's not just the 51 people died in that truck, right? It's people died in that river every single day. It was the most people died in that river last year, right, than any other time in history. It was voted the worst border in the world, right? It was just voted the worst border in the fucking world, right? Because you got fentanyl coming over there. You got people dying. You got people getting raped. You got people getting murdered. You got everything at that border. And it all could have, you didn't have none of that one down. I mean, you had it to a certain extent because you're never going to stop it. But not to this extent. Think about it. The whole world is fucked up. Afghanistan women is fucked up right now. Right? It's people starving in all kind of countries right now. Right? You got war going across. You got people threatening people with nuclear weapons. You got people talking about they finna get armed. And I mean, you got people talking about, you got war talking, you got peace talks, you got all kind of talks. People getting booted out the fucking embassy. People quitting their job. I mean, the Italian prime minister just had to step down today too. Right? Everything is fucked up when Donald Trump left office. Everything. Donald Trump had our country straight and they country scared. Huh? Look. In less than a year, 2 years, right? The world has totally, right? With inflation and war, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it wasn't even that when we was deep, when we got the Trump juice. We out of it, right? We out of the most dangerous part, right? But even when we was in the most dangerous part, we still didn't have this many problems. Think about this, right? Everybody on the street say, Donald Trump was about the money. He gave us a stimulus check, right? They didn't know. Joe Biden gave them more stimulus checks than Donald Trump. It was just when Donald Trump gave it to them, they wasn't hurting. And it shit didn't cost them. Right? And they were still going back to work and doing all kind of shit, right? When Joe got in office, all that shit changed. Everybody's sick. Everybody lazy. Everybody want a higher pay. Everybody making demands. Everybody want to unemploy. I mean, it was, he was passing out them checks. Stay at home, we would pass out the check. Stay at home, we would send you another check. I think it was 600, 1,400, 1,200, something like that, right? But he sent you 3 checks, and people still didn't feel like, okay, they talk about Donald Trump's stimulus more than they talk about Joe Biden, because Donald Trump came at the right time, and it didn't hurt nobody. Supply chain still cracking. Jobs still cracking. Everything's still cracking. Joe Biden get in office, everything fucked up. Right? But the most fucked up thing, I don't know if it's, we don't know what's the most fucked up thing. Is it the inflation? Is it the border? Is it the gas? Is it the food? Is it the homelessness? Is it the potential war? New York just made a commercial about if a nuclear bomb go off, stay in your house. Bitch, what I gonna stay in my house for? A nuclear bomb just went off. Bitch, I'm dead. These little motherfucking windows ain't gonna hold no motherfucking nuclear reactor or no nuclear whatever the fuck. Bitch, I'm dead. What are you talking about? Go in the house. Stay in the house. Wait for a warning. Bitch, I'm dead from the radiation. Or whatever the fuck Putin shooting over here. They making nuclear bombs commercials. Go in the house and wait for a warning. If you got an underground bunker, stay under there. Bitch, that's not going to stop the radiation. The shit Joe Biden going to be hiding there going to stop the radiation. Huh? These bomb shelters, these millionaires been making these last couple of motherfucking years going to stand the radiation. They got food and fans and their own water system and their own gardens and shit down there. Them motherfuckers can live down there 10 motherfucking years. They got their own air system, internet. They live, look, they underground bunkers and shit like that is better than our houses. On top of the motherfucking land. They built for this shit. Look how Google underground bomb shelters or bomb homes or whatever the fuck. Google that shit when you get time. Right? And see how lavish them motherfuckers are. And see how many millionaires been buying them motherfuckers up. They ready. Your ass ain't. You're not ready for nothing. Vladimir Putin would shoot over this motherfucker. They is. Oh, they finna shoot something? Honey, go downstairs to the underground bunker, seal the shit off, hit the switch. We finna live down there for 10 years. We got enough food and everything to last us 20 motherfucking years. We got $1 million worth of food down there. Perishables, food don't you know that meal shit, that shit don't spoil to 15 years. That army meal shit, it got meatloaf and chicken dinners and shit. That should be good for 15 damn years in the package. They got all kind of shit down there. Huh? Pizza and shit you can cook 15 years from now. Fucking chicken and dumplings and shit in the packets and come on, man. Baked noodles and baked refried beans and tuna and everything you want in the motherfucking package. You better get you some. They sell them up. You can get you some too. They hit this motherfucker in the stove. In the stoves all be closed and no money circulating because China done hack some shit. So ain't no proof you got no money. What the fuck you gonna trade? You ain't got no gold. And all you got is promissory notes, and them notes ain't motherfucking promised. I got $1. Well, what the fuck I'm gonna do with $1? I can't. What the fuck is as good as this credit card, right? China to hack the shit. You know, what good is the credit card if they can't check you ain't got no money? What good is the credit card and having $1 million in the bank if you can't buy nothing? China proved that last month. You see how many motherfucking millionaires was locked up inside their house trying to get out, talking about help? We hungry. Give us some food. The Chinese was locked inside their house. Their money wasn't good. It's another country right now, their money crashing. Their money not good. They trying to give them loans. Hey, man, I need my money back. I think it's China. Was it RJ, man, with another donation? Black, what is up with the next hoodie and the vote? Be sure to put your name on it somewhere. Oh, I got it. I got a next hoodie. I got to show it up. I mean, let me see. I got a next one. I don't know if you saw the jacket. You know what I'm saying? I got a jacket. Don't worry about it, RJ, man. I got you. I got a jacket. You feel me? But these motherfuckers, it happens, right? It's never going to be, right? It's never going to be a system that the Democrats going to agree with the Republicans, right? Because if they agree that the Republicans was running the system right and Donald Trump was running the system right as far as the border, right? They got to admit that they was wrong. And the Democrats can't do that. They'd rather double down. Those some evil, demonic sons of bitches. Those are evil, demonic sons of bitches. Hold on.
A lottery system. You can imagine what those countries put into the system.
Because the United States is run by stupid people.
With the understanding that the diversity of this community.
And by the way,
What you all know, but most people don't know, unlike the African American community, with notable exceptions, the Latino community is an incredibly diverse community.
As distinct as the Bogotas of the Bronx.
With incredibly different attitudes about different things.
As beautiful as the blossoms of Miami.
You go to Florida, you find a very different attitude about immigration.
And this basically the same motherfucking speech. They both saying how diverse Hispanics is, but they saying it in different ways. Talking about the same cities and same states. They must have wrote the same thing and they both got it fucked up. They both had to apologize. Think about this, right? How many times Trump apologized, right? He had to apologize for some racist shit. He never apologized because he never had to, right? These motherfuckers gotta walk it back because it's literally racist. Donald Trump ain't never compared no motherfucker to no tacos. Or told a motherfucker every time you walk into 7-Eleven it's an Indian accent. He ain't never said he's the first clean cut, intelligent. He ain't never said no shit like that. He ain't never had to walk it down, walk it back. Right? You ought to see. I've been interviewing niggas on the street, right? Hold on, let me see if I can let you. I got to get a couple more niggas on the street, right? But I was interviewing niggas on the street, asking about Hunter Biden. I told you I was going to get some niggas on the street with the Hunter Biden questionnaires and stuff like that. Let me see. Hold on, let me see. Can you, hold on. With the Hunter Biden questionnaire. Hold on. Hold on, well, here you go, right here, look.
With all this inflation shit, right? Who is the worst group? What's the worst group that got it the most under Joe Biden? Got the worst, right? Is it gays, blacks, the rich, or the immigrants? Who got it the worst? Who got it the worst? The gays, the blacks, the rich, or the immigrants? Yeah, for real though, I was just gonna say that the niggas. Niggas, huh? The niggas got it worse. Because everything we do, they try to shut us down. They always try to shut us down on some bullshit, you know, but shit, we always find a way to survive it.
See, I gotta do some more street interviews. I told you I've been out in the streets doing those street interviews. You know what I'm saying? Seeing people know about Hunter Biden. They don't know about Hunter. They don't know about Hunter Biden.
I think it's test fall.
Look at Hunter Biden.
You know about this shit then? Yeah, you know when the real president was in there, when they scoot on up and talk to him about that.
Here, Joe Biden. Hold on, wait, let me hear his last one. Here's his last one.
That shit.
Hold on, here we go. Joe Biden on crack.
Hell yeah. Joe Biden trying to hide that shit. Nigga, don't try to act like your son good, nigga, when he ain't. And he done snitched on black. He done snitched on the niggas he bought the dough from. Oh, my God. Oh! That's what white people do tonight.
I've been out there interviewing real niggas, you know what I'm saying? We've been interviewing real niggas, doing real interviews with real niggas, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully I can get that video to y'all soon, you know what I'm saying? I got to get a couple more interviews with some real niggas. I'll probably go out there tonight, see if I can give out some merchandise with some real niggas. I got some weed shirts for some niggas and shit, and I got some I Hate My Baby Mama shirts for some niggas, you know what I'm saying? So I'm finna go out and see if some niggas out today or tonight, you know what I'm saying? And try to finish this video, and hopefully I have it tomorrow. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no niggas being out in the street. You know, ain't no niggas being out in the street. But let's get back into this, right? But I have to let niggas know about Joe Biden, Hunter Biden, right? And who the real racist is, right? I've been asking niggas what they know about Joe Biden racist. He knew about the crime bill. We just discussed that. We had a long conversation, right? So this is going to be a good video because I'm going to chop it up, edit it, you know, and let niggas know how racist Joe Biden is, right? Because niggas don't know how racist he is and how crackhead of a son he got. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas don't know that either. It's hidden. It's hidden. Niggas don't know he on crack. When I asked him the question, right? One of my questions, right, was what did Joe Biden not do, right? Did he not smoke Parmesan cheese when he ran out of crack? Did he not smoke crack in the rehab? Did he not marry his sister, right? Or did he blame two Nigerians? You know what I'm saying? Did he blame two Nigerians jumped him, right? The dude said, I ain't going to tell you the answer, right? Like, which one did he not do? You know what I'm saying? Did he fake like he got jumped by two Nigerians? Which one did he not do, right? But he like, damn, all of them is fucked up. I'm like, wait a minute. So you don't know which one he did? He like, nah, like all of them is fucked up. He done one. I'm like, it's one of them he didn't do. He like, damn. So the nigga probably he done 3 of them motherfuckers. So people gonna be shocked when I say, look, it's one of them he didn't do, and it's a Nigerian shit. Like he accused 2 Nigerians of jumping him, right? It's a Nigerian shit, right? That is the most. I mean, if you're not following Jussie Smollett, you don't know about politics, right? You're not gonna know nothing about the 2 Nigerians, right? So it's not gonna be out the realm of possibilities. But but all 3 of them are like, damn, that's some fucked up shit. What did he get kicked out of the army for? Was it fighting, fucking, smoking, or lying? Right? I think it was lying. No, he was smoking crack. That's what he was doing. Right? Let's get back to this. Right? Oh, then I put my little joke in after that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this video going to be funny because niggas do not know about Hunter Biden. Let's roll it.
Immigration in certain places than you do when you're in Arizona.
And as unique as the breakfast tacos here in San Antonio.
So it's a very diverse community.
Look, she looks stupid, RJ, man. Look, RJ, man, she looks stupid as shit. Like, both of them, look, she knows she fucked up when they didn't laugh at the joke. Like, bitch, you said what? I said, y'all, diverse is like some tacos. But when Donald Trump says some shit like this, Donald Trump is blunt. These motherfuckers indirect racist, right? Remember Joe Biden came on there and played the little Mexican music and shit, and when he was running, like, oh yeah, he even know what the fuck it said. Remember when Hillary Clinton got on there like y'all's, alls? I mean, she was trying to act black. I've been to the promised land. Like, what the fuck, Hillary Clinton? Donald Trump, look. You got Nancy Pelosi wearing dashikis and shit, right? Every time the Democrats want to get the black vote, them motherfucker try to act black. You got Bill Clinton on Arsenio Hall playing a saxophone and shit. Donald Trump ain't never done none of that shit. Donald Trump ain't never tried to cater to no black crowd, put on no motherfucking dashiki and kneel on the motherfucking knee. He ain't never done no shit like that. I would have lost all respect for Donald Trump if George Floyd would have got killed and all of a sudden this nigga came out there with a dashiki on. What the fuck? What a motherfucking African headscarf. I would have lost, RJ, man, I would have lost all motherfucking respect for Donald Trump if the next day he would have came out there with a motherfucking Colin Kaepernick jersey. I would have lost, like, what the fuck? Huh? Yeah, I'm with the black vote, you know what I'm saying? And this shit ain't right. This nigga, Donald Trump ain't never tried to bow down to no Mexican. He ain't never tried to bow down to no niggas, to no white folks. You know what I'm saying? He ain't to the KK. He ain't never kissed nobody ass. Oh, he's not sensitive enough. His mean tweets. He's so mean. That nigga treat everybody fucked up. He treat white people just as fucked up as he treat black people. He don't give a fuck. If you an asshole, you an asshole. Assholes come in all colors. And Donald Trump don't like none of them. Huh? You want to say, oh, he's racist. No, he speak his motherfucking time. What's racist is these motherfuckers, every time one of you niggas get killed, they want to run around and act like they with the Black Lives Matter movement and shit, wearing dashikis and headscarves and all of those shit. Then go right, look, they say, look. This how fucked up the Democrats is, right? They say the police shouldn't be killing grown men, but doctors should kill little babies. The police shouldn't be killing grown men, but it's okay for the doctor to kill a little baby. What the fuck? The grown man had a chance. Look, the grown man had a chance to run from the gun. The little kid ain't got a chance to run from the damn scalpel. He can't, like, when you stick the scalpel up in there, he can't duck and dodge the motherfucker like, ooh, you missed me. Ooh, he can't duck and dodge. She can't duck and dodge the motherfucking scalpel, right? She can't hold her motherfucking breath when you put that hot shit up in there like, I can just hold my breath and I can survive it. Huh? Them babies who survive abortions are some of the strongest people on the face of the fucking earth. I don't know, the strength to survive an abortion? You have to be, your willpower before you are born has to be, whatever is in your fucking DNA, they need to sell that shit, bottle that shit, and sell it to the world. Because if you, like the lady said, I had a chemical abortion. The other lady said, I had a twin and the scalpel missed me. That's, what the fuck? You have to be strong. The average motherfucker couldn't survive being dropped. These motherfuckers survive, I didn't even say motherfucker, but these people survive being burnt and cut and all that. Born alive, aborted. What the hell? That's the strongest shit in the world. But you got these motherfucking Democrats like, we don't give a fuck. Let the police, don't let the police kill the black men, but let the doctors kill the black babies. These niggas had a chance, but these babies that didn't, right? You gonna fight for the niggas who had a chance. You know what I'm saying? You gonna fight for the niggas who had a chance not to run from the police. You gonna fight for the niggas who had a chance not to be in a high-speed chase, not to beat their baby mama, not to shoot at the police, not to try to grab the police gun, not to swallow the drugs, right? You gonna defend these niggas. But the innocent that never harmed the motherfucking soul, right? That never raped anybody, you're gonna say, fuck the baby. Well, that's crazy. How you gonna fight for life for a motherfucker that's grown, but you ain't gonna fight for a motherfucker that's being born or that's innocent? You gonna fight for the guilty. Most of these motherfuckers that's down probation, parole, and running from the police got warrants, fighting the case, and just caught another one. What the fuck? They are some of the most fucked up people on the earth, but you want to protect them. But the baby? Oh man, that's sick.
So I just watched the clip, and Joe Biden this morning totally disparaged and insulted the black community. What he said is incredible, and I don't know what's going on with him, but it was a very insulting statement he made.
We have stupid leadership.
Together, we are expanding access to transportation. Seems like maybe it's a small issue, it's a big issue.
It may seem like a small issue, but it's a big issue. This bitch is dumb, literally. I told you, RJ, man. RJ, man, look at the eyes, man.
You need to get to go and need to be able to get where you need to go to do the work and get home.
We have incompetent leadership that doesn't know what it's doing.
Men who do so. End of quote. Repeat the line.
We got a nigga that fall asleep, fall off bikes, fall upstairs, trip over dogs. Remember, this nigga tripped over a dog and broke his leg. This nigga tripped up the stairs. This nigga fell off a bike. What more can you do? This nigga next gonna break his fucking neck. The fuck? Remember, he broke his shit. This nigga right here, I mean, he done broke every bone in his damn body. He just fell off a bike. The nigga just fell off up the stairs. He tripped over a damn dog and broke his leg. He sleep at meetings. The nigga farting in front of other countries. Oh my God, look at this, man.
Of course, President Harris. The
nigga shake hands with nobody. The nigga stood up there on CNN at the town hall meeting with 2 fists in the motherfucking air, right? The nigga walked off while Jill was talking at the damn school about 3rd graders or whatever. He walked off. He forgets motherfucking names, right? He was trying to give Barack Obama attention, right? And he was walking around the White House by his motherfucking self. He forget what door to go in the White House. This nigga is crazy.
Putin may circle Kyiv with tanks, but he'll never gain the hearts and souls of the Iranian people.
This nigga said, the nigga forgets what country he's in, forgets the name of the states, right? Forget the people he's supposed to be going to talk to, right? Forgets events, right? Get stuck in the middle of sentence, quit in the middle of sentence. Oh, well, that's okay. Jay Touche, what's up with it, man? The Democrats protect the criminals and kill the innocent. Protect the guilty and kill the innocent. Ain't that what the devil worshippers do? Ain't that what I mean, when we see the movies, James, right? When we see the movies, who they try to sacrifice? The unborn or the virgin. They're not trying to sacrifice no motherfucker who been fucking. They're trying to sacrifice the pure. You know what I'm saying? If you been fucking, you ain't no good. You're spoiled. We looking for the motherfucker who's fresh. Right? So if you in a horror movie and you done fuck somebody, you ain't gonna die 9 times out of 10. But if you getting horny and shit, and you taking off your bra and you getting horny, and it's your first time at summer camp and shit, Jason finna come and chop your shit up. Oh, bitch, you ain't had no dick yet? You dead. Nigga, you ain't had no pussy yet? You too. It's always the people that been fucking that got away. Jason ain't never after them. Huh? They're always after the innocent. They're always after the pure. Look at this nigga. Look, they had to have a rabbit escort the nigga off. They had to have Nancy Pelosi cut the mic. They had to have his wife come and grab him and say, interview over. He got people, we don't even know who in the fucking Easter Bunny outfit is telling the president over here. Who in the fuck is in the Easter Bunny outfit telling the president, hey, Joe, this way. Pull him away from people, right? Who is in that costume? That's a Secret Service in that costume. It can't be no regular nigga in the costume. It can't be. It can't be like no nigga who just work for the goddamn puppet company, right? They have to put a Secret Service in the damn a bunny outfit, a rabbit outfit to help the president. Okay, president, you got the rabbit coming over there to help your dumb ass back to the White House. This nigga don't even know what the White House is. Look.
So we take them, and certainly we do have killers and plenty of other problems coming over. We take them because other countries don't want them.
They're not putting their good ones.
I've been told by so many Hispanics, Mr. Trump, thank you, sir. Thank you. You have done the right thing.
We're like a dumping ground. The United States, Aaron, is like a dumping ground.
What's up, Tom? Let's see Tom in the building.
Remember my opening remarks at Trump Tower when I opened? Everybody said, oh, he was so tough. And I used the word rape.
So, absolutely.
YouTube, if we finna get into the raping part of the show. So, YouTube, I don't want you to say my algorithm is fucked up. This is Donald Trump saying rape. This is not me. He's saying the Mexicans are rapists. And the shit is hilarious, YouTube.
I wouldn't change that.
You did indicate that the people coming across the border were raping 80% of the women.
I didn't. Excuse me. You are putting things. Right, read the article. Did you pull up the article?
I did.
The Fusion. I read the Huffington Post, and that's about women being raped. It's not about criminals coming across the border or entering the country.
Somebody's doing the raping, Don.
Hold up the article.
Somebody doing a raping. It is not no people getting raped by ghosts or this spirits or no shit like that. I mean, somebody's raped. They're not coming over the border, didn't getting raped. I mean, people not going over the border and raping them. They're coming back over the border, right? So you saying if 80% of the women is getting raped, who's doing the raping, Don? That's what he's doing. Somebody's doing the fucking raping. It's common sense. Somebody's doing the fucking raping.
The article was written by Fusion.
Right.
You know who owns Fusion?
Yeah, Univision.
Univision.
Right.
You know who I'm suing? Univision.
I mean, somebody's doing that. You're saying it's women being raped. Well, who's doing the raping?
Answer that, Don. We know. We ain't saying who grabbing dicks in the club because we know that's you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you hear that, RJ, man? We know who grabbing dicks in the club. You hear that, James Touche? You hear that, Tom? We know who grabbing dicks in the club. That is Don Lemon. Don Lemon grabbing dicks in the club. Somebody's doing the raping. Who's doing the raping, Don?
The thing that they own is Fusion, and they're talking about 80% rapes. I didn't make that up. And they made the word rapist. They really picked that up.
No apology, because everything I said is 100% correct. All you have to do is read the newspapers.
In that article, it says it's corrupt officials, it's traffickers, it's gangs,
Sure, whatever
and
it
other
is.
migrants
Whatever
inside
it is.
Mexico.
But as I said before, it's called rape. It is rape.
He said whatever it is. He said it's gang members, it's people, but it's over there in Mexico, it's all them people doing rapists. I don't give a fuck what it is. Niggas rape. What the fuck are you talking about? They not raping people over here. It's rape. Oh, they doing it. This is people who raping the gang members. It's not gang members over here. It's gang members over there. Whatever the fuck you want to call it, it's rape.
Go to Fusion and pick up the stories on rape. And it's unbelievable when you look at what's going on.
We saw that article, but that article saying that they were raped, that women who are coming across are getting raped.
Well, what am I saying?
You're saying that rapists came across. Clarify if that's not what you're saying.
And it's happening. And it's a shame. And it's horrible.
So you stand by your comments?
I stand by whatever I read from Univision. Univision did it. I didn't do it.
So you absolutely wouldn't change it, and specifically when you said they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people.
And yesterday it came out where this journey coming up, women are raped at levels that nobody's ever seen before.
Somebody's doing the rape. I'm not taking nothing back. They said it. I'm going off of their article. They know better than me, right? It was a Univision article. Univision is owned by certain people, right? And they know a lot of Mexican stuff, right? They know a lot of Mexican news, a lot of Mexican stats and shit like that. So when I get it off of their stat line, why you mad at me? I'm reading their stat. They getting raped.
Excuse me. There's an article in the paper. By the way,
clarify what you meant by rapist.
Well, but you don't have any regrets about that word rapist.
And some are good, and some are rapists, and some are killers.
is Fusion owned by Univision? Huh? Yes.
They are related.
Well, they wrote the article about rape. And they're saying 80% of the women are getting raped. I didn't write the article.
And we don't even know what we're getting. And they're not just coming from Mexico, they're coming from all over. So certainly you know that's true. And from a common sense standpoint, you know that's true.
And on top of it, it was in the Huffington Post. So I didn't write the article. But it's a horrible situation.
Because this case involves a minor.
Okay, now we getting into the case that just happened, right, with the minor, right? Now, it's some messed up details in this story, right? It's some messed up details in the story, right? Number one, how did they find out the girl was pregnant, right? Because usually 6 weeks, it takes, that's not enough time to know you pregnant, right? Did she miss her period? Was she getting stomach cramps? You know, I mean, what was it that made them want to test this girl for pregnancy, right? Number two, they took her to get a pregnancy test, and they took her to the social, to the whatever, the social worker, whatever, before they filed a police report, right? So the police report was filed after they reported, not to the police, not the rape to the police, but they reported the rape to the social worker or children's services or whatever. Number 3, how in the fuck was he able to rape this girl on multiple times? Not once, not twice, not 3, but a couple of times. Right? Shouldn't we be talking about the mother? This dude just got arrested. She's 6 weeks pregnant. Right? When did the mother find out that the girl was pregnant? How did she find out? Right? Why did it take 6 weeks? Right? Because remember, it takes, after 6 weeks, the heartbeat rule sets in, and then it's illegal in certain states. So why did they wait 6 weeks on the 6th week in 2 days? To get a test to plan an abortion. 6 weeks. You heard the 6-week thing, 6 weeks. Oh, she's 6 weeks pregnant, 6 weeks. That's the same thing y'all been hollering for the last couple of things. 6 weeks is 6 weeks, 6 weeks. But how is all this stuff perfectly lining up or imperfectly lining up? The mother's not charged, and her daughter got raped multiple times. They're not asking her no questions. The dude only went to jail because they heard the story from social services or children's service. And they didn't want to talk about it, right? And they hid the story because the dude is an illegal immigrant. Joe Biden quick to talk about the 10-year-old. But remember, the other day I said, why they never talking about the victim? What's wrong with them talking about the victim? I mean, why they not talking about the perpetrator? They keep on talking about the victim in the flight. In the flight, I knew it was something wrong about the victim. I mean, about the perpetrator. It had to be something because they were spending too much time, right, talking about a flight and abortion and Roe v. Wade. But all they want to talk about 10-year-olds and AIDS. They left everything out. They not even mention a dude, right? Joe Biden didn't even mention the rapist. He didn't even mention the perpetrator. All he mentioned was flight and Roe v. Wade and the Supreme Court and shit like that, right? All this, right? After 6 weeks. Why was it 6 weeks? And what was the fetal law, whatever, would have protected this girl, right, from her business being spread out to the public? Where was the privacy? Remember, because they have to search for this case. They searched for this case. They was like, okay, we never heard the people from the senators or the state attorney and all. Well, we never heard it. When is this shit at? We never heard of a girl. We've been looking everywhere. We've been looking at police reports. We've been looking everywhere. Where's this little girl? Oh, they took her to children's services. Why the fuck didn't they take her to the police? So what you saying is, if the lady wouldn't snitched, it wouldn't have been no police report. It wouldn't have been no investigation. Because she showed and take her to the police when she found out she was pregnant. She took her to the abortion clinic. Let's get into the story.
A lot of the details have been redacted and kept under wraps. Perhaps because of that, some prominent Ohio leaders, including Attorney General Dave Yost, had recently cast doubt on the story, saying he had heard, quote, not a whisper about it from his friends in law enforcement across the state.
Just last week.
Not a peep from law enforcement. Law enforcement. She did not. How did the fucking public know? How did Joe Biden know? How did these news stations know before the fucking police knew? Have anybody thought about that? Have anybody pondered? Have anybody asked themselves, why in the fuck everybody know besides the police? Why is he raping this girl multiple times?
It was reported that a 10-year-old girl was a rape victim in Ohio. 10 years old.
Well, this morning, 27-year-old Gerson Fuentes appeared in court facing a charge of rape, a first-degree felony.
And she was forced to have to travel out of the state to Indiana to seek to terminate the presidency and maybe save her life.
Did you hear what he say? She had to terminate the presidency. The presidency. I don't think you heard what he said. She had to terminate her presidency. I don't know what the fuck Joe Biden talking about. I didn't know she was the president. We're going to rewind that a couple of more times because that shit was funny as fuck. She going to terminate her presidency. Right? But Joe Biden don't talk nothing about the criminal. The criminal just got arrested. The criminal just went to arraignment. Just went. 6 weeks. And was fucking it before then. How did he get access to this little girl multiple times? They should be investigating that. Why ain't nobody investigating that? I think that should be more important. Y'all sitting up here talking about 10-year-olds getting raped and 10-year-olds getting pregnant. What if the mother was protecting her kid and not let her kid get raped multiple fucking times? She wouldn't have got pregnant. If y'all would have had more restrictive rules on people coming into the country, it wouldn't have happened. If you would have had more stricter laws on for people who doing this type of shit, it wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have happened. I'm telling you, if you look up Darren Sharper, remember I was trying to say the name the other day when the dude who used to play for the Green Bay Packers, dude named Darren Sharper, safety number 42. He raped so many women. They put on some kind of dick machine, right? So he can't even get hard no more, right? It's some kind of special thing. I don't know if he's still on it, but if you look up the Darren Sharper dick whatever, right, you can Google it, right? He got some kind of dick contraption where he can't get hard. You ought to start putting that shit on people in these child molesters so they can't get hard no more. They can want to fuck a kid all they want to, but they can't do it because their dick won't get hard. Let them out. Let them run the street. Just don't let, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what kind of, but it's some kind of solution he got to take or something, but his dick don't get hard no more. Because he was raping too many fucking females. He was Bill Cosby before Bill Cosby was Bill Cosby. He took the Bill Cosby shit to the next level. Huh? But where was this little girl parents at? Why nobody investigating this little girl parents? This bitch should be in jail. Joe Biden ain't talking nothing about the criminal.
To seek to terminate the presidency and maybe save her life. To seek to terminate the presidency and maybe save her life. To seek to terminate the presidency and maybe save her life.
CPD Detective Jeffrey Hoon testified at Fuentes' arraignment this morning. Hoon says they received the case from Franklin County Children's Services after the child's mom reported the pregnancy.
To Children's Services. They got the case from Children's Services. What kind of fucking mother is that? Why are they not investigating the mother? Why did you not report it to the police? Right? And why did you and how did he get to your kid multiple times and rape your kid multiple times? What situation was it? Why the liberals ain't asking that question? Y'all want to protect the kid. Why y'all ain't asking the question about how she got molested? Why you asking why the mother didn't protect the kid? Y'all talking about protecting the kid and not allowing her to have a baby and all this other shit? Well, what the fuck was wrong with her mother? Because I've known, right? I've known and people sell kids for sexual favors, for money. Right? Because there's no way possible your daughter is supposed to be around any grown-ass illegal immigrant at 10 years old, and he's 27 years old, alone. Alone. I'm not talking about he kidnapped her and took her somewhere. That would have been an only one-time thing. This is multiple fucking times.
10 years old. 10 years old.
Detective Hune also confirmed that on June 30th, a week after that initial report, the girl traveled to Indiana for an abortion. Because Fuentes is living in the country illegally, Detective Hune said there was no way of knowing Fuentes had a criminal record or if that is even his real name.
Huh? You don't know if he got a criminal record or that's his real name. You don't know what the fuck he done before he got over here. Right? And the only reason how the police knew is because this lady had to go to the abortion clinic to try to get an abortion and had to catch a flight. She wouldn't even fucking told the police. Let me write it one more time. She wouldn't even fucking told the police. Huh? She wasn't going to even fucking tell the police. This bitch catching flights.
Report.
She wasn't going to tell the police.
The girl traveled to Indiana for an abortion. Because Fuentes is living in the country illegally, Detective Hune said there was no way of...
Wait, I want a little bit more. They weren't even going to tell... damn it, I done fucked up. Oh, yeah. They weren't even going to tell the police. How'd that work out? How'd that go?
10 years old.
Detective Hune also confirmed that on June 30th, a week after that initial report, the girl traveled to Indiana for an abortion. Because Fuentes is living in the country illegally, Detective Hune said there was no way of knowing Fuentes had a criminal record or if that is even his real name.
They don't want to mention that.
Raped, 6 weeks pregnant, already traumatized, was forced to travel to another state.
Hune detailed their...
You see how Joe Biden talking about the victim and an abortion? Nothing about him. Nothing about laws to stop this from happening again. Not with just immigrants, but with Americans too. Nothing about protecting the kids. It's all about abortion. That's how he want to protect the kids by getting abortions. He want to protect one kid by killing another one. Huh? I mean, it's fucked up that the little girl got pregnant, and it should be some alternatives. But you shouldn't make this no fucking political talking point and forget about him and how it happened and the things and the circumstances that allowed it to happen.
Contact with Fuentes yesterday saying he admitted to the crime.
On July 12th, we issued a search warrant, served Garrison with a search warrant for his DNA.
July 12th. Ain't that 2 days ago? 2 days ago. Think about this. The lady's mother wasn't even going to tell the fucking police. The police had to get a search warrant. This happened 2 days ago. They got his DNA on the 12th.
He consented, waived his right, and spoke with us and admitted to having vaginal intercourse with the victim on no less than 2 occasions.
No less than 2 occasions. Right? No less. That's more than 2. No less. That you can't say less than 1, no less than 2. I mean, I don't know, 2 or 3. He probably lied. But anyway, 2 times, 3 times. How the fuck did he get your daughter?
Imagine being that little girl. I'm serious. Just imagine being that little girl, 10 years old.
Now, prosecutors had sought no bond for Fuentes, but the judge instead gave him a $2 million bond. One thing not brought up during this morning's hearing was how Fuentes knows the child.
Is that daughter still pregnant today?
You hear that? How do he know the child that he was able to rape multiple times, that he was able to get in a situation where he can take advantage of her? How does he know the child? No one's bringing it up. That's very important because that has everything to do with the mother. And look. When have look, we got a rape trial. Even though the girl is pregnant, why is the court asking about the abortion, right? How did she get the abortion? Where did she go to get the abortion? That's none of your motherfucking business. Your business is the motherfucking rapist. That's your job. This is an arraignment. You ain't even got to know all of that shit. You're supposed to be arraigning this fool. But you want to show off in front of the liberal media and look good on TV and get these media clicks because this is what the media and the liberals told you to do.
La hija? Hoy, no.
Why not?
¿Por qué no?
The victim went out of state to have a medically terminated abortion.
La víctima fue llevada afuera del estado para una aborción, para terminar su embarazo médicamente.
And in what city and state did this abortion take place?
¿Y en cuál ciudad, en cuál estado ocurrió la aborción?
Indianapolis, Indiana.
In Indianapolis, Indiana.
She did not have to leave Ohio to find treatment.
According to the July 1st Indy Star article, abortion rights advocate Dr. Caitlin Bernard was contacted to perform the abortion for the...
See, she was contacted to perform the abortion, right? Children's Service, she was contacted. Why not contact the police and let the police handle it? You didn't have to do all of that. You let the police handle it. You said you got raped. The police would have set you over with somebody because they would have took his ass to jail and they would have performed the operation because it was legal.
10-year-old, Dr. Bernard has declined comment on multiple occasions.
Go ahead. Speak from your heart, baby.
Look, they got a 10-year-old. Remember Joe Biden like, what if you was that 10-year-old girl? Well, they got a 10-year-old girl, 11-year-old girl, the liberals, they'll find an 11-year-old girl to come out here with a bullhorn and say, what if she got raped? Huh?
It's okay. You got this.
Prosecutors had sought no bond for Fuentes, citing him living in the country illegally and the severity of the crime. His lawyer, however, said he had no record and cited his 7 years in the community working at a Dublin cafe.
Women and girls were forced to bear their rapist's child.
What happens if I get raped? What happens then? What if I don't know what to do?
That's not funny, but it's funny. What if I don't know what to do? What if I get raped? What happened if I get... Come on, man. Why the liberals say this little girl up here for the psychological shit to say some shit like this? What if I get raped? No, mama. They're supposed to be teaching this lady how to protect herself, how to become a woman, how to stay away from situations like that. She's on here talking about what if I get raped? What? That's what liberals want little girls to do? Sitting there talking about what if I got raped? Think that shit is funny?
What happens if I get raped? What happens then? What if I don't know what to do? What if I can't get an abortion and I don't know what to do? I got raped.
With the child, a consequence. It just stuns me.
Change it and cover up. Well, do you know what I would do with the baby? Do you know? I'm too young. What if I get raped? I can't have an abortion.
We got an abortion Greta Thunderbird. Who's that? Tom, go look it out, Tom. We got a Tom. Did you hear that shit? We got a Greta Thunderbird of abortions. What am I gonna do? This is my future. Yo, you will not get away with this. We will remember this. You get it, Tom? This shit is sick. They got an 11-year-old girl talking about what if she got raped. Well, stay away from this nigga. You ain't gotta worry about that.
The story received national attention after the Star article was mentioned by President Joe Biden while advocating for greater abortion access after the Roe decision was overturned by the U.S. Supreme Court.
If I can't take up their baby, it's gonna starve. It's gonna die.
Imagine having a young woman have to carry a child of incest as a consequence of incest.
Who was that? Sean? Somebody said me. Come on, man. Hey, Black, sorry for dripping and late. Here's a few bones to keep you preaching the common sense truth or to get a baby mama off their back. Ha! I'm gonna donate to that. I'm donate to my donate that. I'm gonna donate that to my hitman, Sean. Good looking out, SC. You can see. I need the bounds, man. Hey, look, you're late, but you're always on time, Sean. You're late, but you're always on time. But you see how they got this 11-year-old girl pretending she got raped, or imagining she got raped. What if I get raped? What am I gonna do if I can't get an abortion? She shouldn't be thinking about getting raped or an abortion at that age. Look how they doing the youth.
No option.
It wouldn't be that. What about you, honey? You're more important, honey. Love you. We love you. It's okay.
They acting like she did get raped already or something. It's okay. You can talk it. They acting like she's in a woman group. Look at her. Look at the emotions she going through. She shouldn't be worried about none of this. She's out there protesting. What if she got raped? She's out there protesting Roe v. Wade. She shouldn't be worried about none of that. She should be worried about her education. And when you get grown, you should be worried about if you want to have a family or not. Not when you're 11 with all these grown-ass, liberal-ass, mean-ass women. They had to put her up to this. She's too young to be even knowing about this. She's a little girl. But she's sitting out here talking about what if she got raped. Huh? The liberals don't give a fuck about the kids. They don't care about kids, black kids getting killed in drive-bys. They don't care about starving kids, homeless kids in America. They don't care about kids going to school. They don't care about your kids getting shit put up in them they don't know nothing about. They don't care about your kids mutilating themselves. They don't care about your kids being born. They are the worstest motherfuckers on kids. They don't care about your kids being molested. But they just don't want your kids to get pregnant where they can't have an abortion. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about the molestation. They care about the abortion. Right? You know how much money they was getting with abortion and Planned Parenthood? You know how much money they was getting? You know how much money was being donated to Planned Parenthood for abortions throughout these years? You know how much money they finna lose? Anytime you using little kids out here to prove a point, that's low. You can't get no lower than that. Who taught this little kid if you get raped, you won't be able to have an abortion? Who put this in this little girl's mind to make her emotional like this? She's in front of a bunch of angry ass women. You damn right they're gonna ruin this girl's innocence, Sean. She's innocent. She's 11 years old. Y'all talking about the 10-year-old getting raped. She's 11. She shouldn't be thinking about shit like this. She's innocent. Now she's scarred for life. Because you telling her having a baby is wrong. You telling her she's potentially going to get raped. And potentially have a rapist baby. Why don't we make more stricter laws on rapists? Why don't we make stricter laws on parents who allow their kid to get raped? That woman allowed her kid to get raped. We don't know what the situation was. All I know is when your kid get raped, you go to the police, not a social worker, so you can find out where you can catch a flight at. No. The law says if you are raped, or it's incest, or the baby health or your health is in danger, you can get the abortion. You fitted one of them criterias. You was a rape victim. But your mother didn't report it. And why? Ain't nobody asking that question. On Fox News, CNN, right? The liberals, the Republicans, no one's asking that question. What the fuck the mother was doing that allowed this kid to get raped? How was this immigrant in relation to this kid. How did he know the family? How did he know this kid? What was the relationship? Was it a relationship? We don't know what the fuck it was. But they should be finding out. Before you talk about the cure, why don't you talk about the prevention? You want to talk about the cure, the end result. What happens if? Everything is what happens if. And that's one case out of how many? Millions. What happened? Well, how many 10-year-olds get pregnant? 1 out of 50 million or something like that? 2 out of, I mean, even if somebody tried, how many 10-year-olds getting pregnant? I don't think he tried. But we heard from the girl, we heard multiple times, 2 or 3 times. Come on, we don't know that. That's like saying, hey, police pull somebody over and say, hey man, how many drinks you had? Oh, I only had 1 drink. If you had opportunity to have sex with her twice or 3 times, you know you had opportunity to have sex with her more than that. Because you shouldn't have been around her that many times. You wasn't working around her. She didn't work at no school. You worked at a dairy farm or some shit like that. Huh? Who was that? Craven Hogan? Good looking out, Craven Hogan. What Craven Hogan say? Come on, Brandon, let's go on. What about the puppies, the stressed out lips? Little girls needs one. You damn right. The Democrats do not care about your kids. Look at Joe Biden, denied his grandbaby. Got on national TV and denied his grandbaby. And then when he was talking about his grandbaby, he didn't want to talk about his grandbaby. But then he kisses other grandbaby dead in the fucking mouth. His family call him Pedo Peter or some shit like that. Multiple times kiss his granddaughter in the mouth because his daughter don't like kissing in the mouth. But his granddaughter do. What? Does that even make sense? Why would you kiss your daughter in the public 3 different times in the fucking mouth? Is that why your son called you a pedo? Huh? Is that why you want that diary back so bad? Because you didn't want nobody to know you was taking showers with your fucking daughter? And she said she knew it wasn't right because she was old enough to understand? Is that why your son calling you pedo? He told the truth about Jill and her education, her background. You don't think he know the truth about you? Do he got secrets on you? Fuck, Russia got Joe Biden or Joe Biden in under their hand or under their finger or compromise. Hunter Biden probably got his ass compromised. Tell me if you want to. I'll tell you fucking these kids, pedo. You just as fucked up as I am. Hunter probably got something on Joe. I'm a guy. He do anything I want. Huh? How does the man who made, I mean, he probably got his money somewhere else, but how can a man who made billions need a loan and pay taxes? Huh? You think Joe Biden give a fuck about kids? It's gonna be some more stuff come out on Joe, but his son calling him a pedo. You don't think his son know best? Who know Joe Biden more than anybody on the face of the earth? It would have been Bo Biden if Bo was alive because he would have been the oldest. It's not Jill Biden because Jill came in years after Hunter was already born. The person that knows Joe Biden the most is Hunter Biden. Like, I knew my mama the most. I'm the oldest. The person who knows Joe Biden right now on the face of the earth the most is Hunter. All his secrets, all his whatever, is Hunter Biden. That's why he can do any fucking thing he want to. Marry his brother's sister. Joe Biden don't say nothing. Go out of town, fuck over countries. Joe Biden don't say nothing. Smoke crack, get kicked out of armies. Joe Biden don't say nothing. Paintings. Joe Biden don't say nothing. Write books. Joe Biden don't say nothing. Fear to go to jail. Joe Biden go save him. Getting investigated. Joe Biden go fire a prosecutor. Hire prostitutes. Joe Biden pay the bill. Need protection. Joe Biden send a Secret Service. I mean, it's like Hunter Biden could do any fucking thing he want, and Joe Biden got to cover that ass. Like, fuck, I can do anything I want to, and you got to cover my ass, Pops. You can't allow me to go down, Pops. But all these all these emails and shit come out, there's gonna be some shit come out about Joe Biden in the near future. Trust me. And when Republicans got the House and they're able to subpoena some shit, that's when some shit gonna start coming out. Because they're gonna have subpoena power. Then you get to the little investigations and shit like this. But I still want to get into the investigation, and you should too. Right, because all these liberals and all these Democrats talking about a 10-year-old got raped and this whole shit. Well, let's talk about how she got raped. We don't need to know her name. We don't need to know none of that. All we need to know is how did this illegal immigrant, get close enough to this little girl to rape her multiple times and get her pregnant? How did he get that close to her? Because we're going to start with the prevention before we talk about the cure. Women getting vasectomies, men getting, tube size. Women getting tube size, men getting vasectomies. Right? Well, let's do something about these rapists. I think that's a little bit more important than abortion, because we talking about kids are already here. Like this little girl. We talking about kids are already here. Let's help them. Instead of fucking up their heads and fucking up their bodies and ultimately fucking up their spirit. That's the three things you can fuck up. Look, that's the three things God gave you. Mind, body, and soul. The Democrats, and if one of them is out of place, all of them going to be fucked up. If your mind is out of place, your soul and your body going to be fucked up. If your body is fucked up, your mind and your spirit probably fucked up. Your spirit fucked up, all of them is interchangeable. Right? But the Democrats teach you, right? You don't need, remember, models used to be extraordinary. You don't need to be extraordinary no more. You can look like any fucking thing, because anything can be a model now. Plus size model, out of shape model. Anything. You don't have to be extraordinary no more. You can be average. Right? Right? You have to put the right shit in your body, right? You can put drugs in your body. These motherfuckers tell you to eat healthy with the healthy burgers and all this old shit, but they still tell you on here to put crystal meth and do it safely. What? You want me to put healthy food and healthy crack in my system? Yeah, eat the meat burgers and the plant burgers and the meat based and all this old shit. But take this crack and this crack kit and smoke crack safely. Democrats are some of the most demonic sons of bitches on the face of the earth. Lie right in your face. That's why I'm glad I'm not a liberal no more, because I think if most black people knew about these liberal policies, I don't think they'd be liberal too, because most of the black people I talk to on the street every day, they're not with killing babies. They're not with that. Right? But it has to be something that Hunter Biden got on Joe Biden is not allowing Joe Biden to just say, fuck it, I cut you loose. Because the average parent would have cut you loose until you get your shit straight. Every time I'm turning around, you fucking up, right? You done release videos, you done release audios, you done got strippers, you pay for prostitutes to cross state line with the purpose of prostitution. And they filmed themselves and sent it to you. The same shit R. Kelly went to jail for. You done it. You own video filming yourself wearing out crack. What am I supposed to do with you? Huh? What am I supposed to do with you? You lied to me and say you didn't have sex with this stripper, and now you had a baby by her. Got me on TV looking like a damn fool. Right? I said I didn't talk to your business partner. Now these niggas done tapped in your laptop, and now all kind of pictures of me and all your business partners done came out. Now you done put me in there because you should erase the shit. Or can you erase it in the iCloud? I don't know. But you see what I mean? Joe Biden is compromised by his fucking son. Right? And it's going to get uglier and uglier. But I'm finna end this show, but I just want to let y'all know that it's fucked up that nobody's talking about the mother. Nobody talking about the circumstances. Nobody talking about the prevention. But everybody want to talk about the cure. I'm about this bitch. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Thank everybody for donating, keeping this show alive. And I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully, I got this Hunter Biden, Joe Biden skit down with real niggas on the street. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. I'm out this bitch.